Hey guys, Matt here. So, if you've been following my channel for some time, you know I have several Hyliion videos out there. And this is not a Hyliion to the moon channel. This is not an anti-Hyliion channel. This is me covering the stock through good or through bad. And if you've been following my channel recently, you know that the last couple of Hyliion videos were bad. And I think deservingly so. Like, their last earnings were terrible, and the fact that in the last couple of months they put out practically no real news whatsoever. And yeah, I'm currently not a Hyliion stakeholder. I have no immediate plans of buying any shares. I'm just interested in the company. Now, having said the things I said, I checked out Hyliion's earnings today, and I gotta say, like, they're looking pretty good. Now, I wouldn't say they hit it out of the park. I think the word I would use to describe these earnings is hopeful. Let's talk about it. Now, let's start off with probably what I think is the best news. Received orders from multiple fleets totaling 100 units backed by deposits to secure Hypertruck ERX production slots. Now, this right here is stuff that we've been wanting for some time, is more pre-orders. Actual pre-orders backed by deposits. Now, is 100 enough? No, not at all. But I think it is a really good start. Now, on top of that, they've received reservations for an additional 325 units of the Hypertruck ERX. Now, I'm assuming those are like orders, but without the deposits. This right here is the next thing, because this right here is the hopeful thing. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later, but they actually have an outlook now regarding the hybrid EX. Now, they expect full year 2022 revenue between 2 million and 3 million. Now, you will know that for the past couple of videos, I've been referencing an old PDF that Hyliion put out in 2020 where they referenced goals, and pretty much that PDF isn't happening. It is garbage. They're not even close to meeting those goals. But the good part about this is that these set new goals. These set new standards to which over the next couple of quarters, I can hold Hyliion to. These are quantitative standards. So now, over the course, we can see, is Hyliion beating these sales? Is Hyliion not beating these sales? This is good news. This is really good news. I mean, if you've been following my channel for some time, you know that one thing I really care about is the company meeting its own goals. These are its own goals. So we can see at the end of this year whether Hyliion is meeting these goals or not. And they said this right now in the middle of a global supply chain shortage. So I will have no leniency on this company by the end of this year if they don't meet these goals. No leniency whatsoever. The next bit of, I don't know if you would call it good news, but I would say average news. I mean, it's certainly not terrible. Now, as we know, Hyliion delayed their ERX until late 2023. Well, this right here is their acknowledgement that they are on track. So, no further delays yet. And we're going to hold them to that. Because, I mean, it's really great that the pre-orders are slowly starting to trickle in. That's really good. And I actually heard on the Q&A that they actually received more pre-orders that haven't been released here. I think one of them was from a member of their innovation council that Hyliion created. So we're going to see some news about that over the coming days. But like I said, these earnings aren't hitting out of the park. They're not fantastic as an end of itself. But they do give a glimmer of hope that Hyliion's finally getting its shit together, especially with the pre-orders. That's all great to hear. Now, I do have some concerns, and we need to talk about that. So the thing I want to look at, and now that Hyliion is a revenue company, we actually have numbers here. So Hyliion recorded 200,000 in revenue for this quarter, and I believe that's through one truck. Now, that's not what I want to, that's not my problem right now. The problem is this. So they earned 200,000. Their cost of revenues is 2.7 million. So they spent 2.7 million in order to earn 200,000. That is not good. That means the way things stand now, Hyliion is losing money the more trucks they sell. Now, is that something that's going to be fixed? Probably, but it's something that I need to see Hyliion do. So one thing I'm going to be looking for over the next couple of quarters is I need to see these costs of revenues. I need to see this go down a lot. I mean, forget operating expenses right now. I expect Hyliion to continue to invest more money as time goes on. I'm not worried about this right now. I am worried about this. This, like I said, this needs to go down. So am I changing my opinion on Hyliion yet? No. Am I buying my shares back? No. But like I said, this does have me hopeful, and there are some things that I'm going to be watching over the next couple of quarters now that Hyliion has set some new goals. First thing, as I said towards the beginning of this video, 2 to 3 million this year in hybrid EX sales. I want to see him hit that. No excuses. I want to see him hit that. Now, over the next couple of quarters, if Hyliion looks like they're going to start hitting that, fantastic. Like I may be a buyer again, but I need to see him hit that. Next thing is the ERX. Now they have a commerce date by late 2023. Now their PDF has a nice little checklist here. Like, I want to see Hyliion meet these goals. I want to see Hyliion hit these. No excuses. I mean, now there is a global supply chain shortage, but Hyliion said that they're on time. The things are on time, and they should be able to meet these. So I'm going to hold them to that. So as long as Hyliion keeps hitting these goals, and they continue to show that they're on track by, for commerce by late 2023, I think we're good. I might be a buyer of the stock again. Like the pre-orders, that is a very good first step, but I need to see Hyliion actually execute on these and actually get stuff done. I mean, that's the one thing I'm missing from this company. But yeah, I would say these earnings are they mark a step in the right direction. I'll be watching Hyliion over the next couple of quarters, especially with the news that they put out, to see if they continue to turn things around, as well as execute on the things that they're turning around. And if things keep looking good, I might be a buyer again over the next couple of quarters. But for starters, yeah, this was a good Hyliion. A good one indeed. But anyways, take care, have a good day, and eat your vegetables.